Should go that way. Yeah, I forgot that Jane had a little pivot tree on there. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all the angle in a little bit. See how y'all think about it. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm about to do a quick little record, and then you can talk in the mic a little bit. Y'all both talk. All right. I'm gonna stop it, and then now show y'all what y'all think about it.
Oh, it's so good, bro.
Let's see. And you can talk in the mic a little bit. Test. I don't think it's catching. Yeah, it's catching the mic. Let me see.
Is this on? Is this thing
Yeah,
on?
yeah, they all on. Yeah, it's
all
green. Yeah. Let me try it again. Let's try it again. It didn't capture at that time. Let's see. The ball. Let's try it again. Okay. Y'all can talk.
Test.
Okay, I see yours going up.
Testing.
Okay. Yep.
Test.
I see the mic. Let's see if it captures. Tell me it's giving me issues. Let's see. Hold on. And you can talk in the mic a little bit. Testing. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't seem to be picking it up.
It's not the same video.
Oh, different video?
Oh,
Oh, okay, let me see. Testing. Okay.
You can see me? Testing.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. All right.
You heard that?
I heard that.
You heard that.
The bird call. That was that Birdman? Yeah. So we might could get sponsored by him.
Oh, nah, I don't want that. I don't want that one. I don't go there. Like, play walk, I need to get in the back.
I'm gonna tell all three of y'all right now. I don't care which Be Healthy you at.
Put some restrict on my name. For real.
Yeah.
I don't care which one y'all at. Crazy. Nah, I don't want that, man. I mean, rubbing his hands. Anybody rubbing their hands like that on a frequent basis is weird, man. You don't know if they got.
You can tell how bad people be by how by how the people who used to have relationships with them, what they do with their life, and everybody who was messing with Birdman, they ain't doing nothing. They like, man,
Nothing.
They be in the house like, I'm good on life, man.
For real. Like what's his name? The sing Jacquees.
Oh yeah.
Last time I checked, he was with Birdman. And after that, it was
right. Same thing with Diddy. Oh, where Mace, remember Mace became a preacher?
Yeah, Mace became a preacher. Yeah.
What his name is?
Dylan
Shine became a rabbi.
Yeah, Sean became a rabbi. Yeah.
And then Loom. Y'all remember Loom?
Yeah, Malone, yeah.
Loom became a
damn.
Muslim.
Damn.
Yeah.
What?
Everybody who got issues with him, they like, man, Jesus, hey, somebody get this devil off.
Oh, this man is a wild
There must have been some real demonic stuff going on.
Yeah,
For real.
Yeah, for real. Everybody,
Damn.
they turning over a new leaf dealing with Diddy.
Yeah.
Nah. He a different dude.
Straight
He a
demon
different
mode.
dude, bro.
He's on demon time, for real.
He's on
You
demon
see,
time.
Yeah.
what's his name? Wale, like, man, I don't want nothing to do with nothing no more.
Nobody.
They said he tried to kill Wale, man.
Yeah, he
Who?
They said he almost threw him off the roof, man.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Try to kill Wale.
Yeah, he hung him upside down, like hung him by his feet off of a
For what?
balcony
Yep.
because he was friends with Cassie.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
he almost killed what's his name too?
Kid
Kid
Yeah,
Cudi
Kid
blew up
Cudi
his
blew
car,
up
right?
his
Yeah.
And look at Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi's still
Kid Cudi done.
a lonely stoner, trying to free his mind at night.
Yeah.
Still. He about older than us.
Yeah, oh
So,
man,
like,
he's 40.
Yeah, like
Oh, Kid Cudi?
yeah, Kid
Yeah,
Cudi.
Oh, dang.
He's about 40, man.
Yeah,
He not a kid no more.
Still talking about the same stuff he talking
He's
about.
not a
when he
kid
was-
anymore.
He's not a kid anymore.
He got
I mean,
out of that.
I mean, he's somebody. He's somebody, kid. You know,
He's somebody's child.
He's somebody's
He ain't
child.
nobody's
Yeah, for real. Whenever y'all ready, let me know.
Grown ass.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, we recording?
Yeah, whenever y'all ready, I'll start it up. Press it.
Yeah, you can get us natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? We are here at one of the healthiest spots in Rochester. Yeah, man. And I go here every day on my lunch break, or most of the time, to get something to eat. You know, chop it up with my brother here, and it was just. But
Hey.
and then this right here, this sweater right here.
Oh, and I got this at the Rochester Public Market. Y'all go up there and stop, get you straight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then the sweater right here, the cardigan joint is this is a $9 sweater I got at the City Trends. You know what I'm saying? Going through City Trends.
For real.
You feel
That's
me?
how you do it, I'm telling you.
You know, then with the cargos, the regular cargos at the Walmart, you feel
Cargos
me?
never fail.
They never
They
fail.
never fail.
You know, they never
They
miss.
go
This is a
with everything.
$21 pair of joints right here. $21 on the pants. Nice $9 on the sweater. $30. Then these right here. Got these joints on discount back in 2021. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, these was like
Longevity,
$80. You feel me? And they still holding strong.
Right,
So,
right.
you know, can't go wrong, man.
Yeah,
Just
slide
it's
over.
comfy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I like the earth tones and all that. You know, got my G-Shock going. You know
Come
what I'm
on.
saying?
I
Old school,
ain't
mud
the
resistant.
G-shots.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
love G-shots. I love
For you don't get dizzy and fall.
testing.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna hear to test to see if it's connecting from the mic. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, I just called test on both of them.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Yo, what it do? Hey, so what up, y'all? We had some really good discussion going on, bro. We're gonna continue with that. So, my brother.
So I think we was last speaking about authenticity with bootlegs and and the authenticity being the design, the creation itself, and I was thinking about how people really gauge or determine something's value by the price on it, where you got, I think like one of the most expensive sneakers is the Yeezy, what are those, like Marty McFly type, what are those space?
You talking about the
They were Nike.
with Nike, the
Yeah.
Yeezy
What were those Yeezys?
What they call the Yeezy Nike ones?
The
Air Yeezys.
Air Yeezys.
Air Yeezys, yeah.
Air Yeezys.
And they like
Ones and twos.
$50,000, $60,000, right?
$1,000, yeah.
And then you got, like, I think those aren't the most expensive. You get the most expensive are like I think there's a Jordan 13s. They're like $3 million.
Yeah,
Jordan was awarded them himself.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he
yeah,
did?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you know, so they put like the super, you know, dollar value on stuff to try to make it, you know, overly, you know, make people, you know, think better of the product when it's really the creation.
Yeah.
So I think that Ye did a great thing with having his products now, no matter what, they're all just $20. You know what I'm saying? And that's that, and it's authentic.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I think that, you know, that's a good point. I saw this one commercial, and it was like it was a social experiment they did where they had rented out and like Fat Six, or I don't know if it was Fifth and Saks or something. It was some mall out in California,
Oh, that's yeah. I've seen that.
and they ended up taking the Palais, and they switched all of the, you know, the boxes and put them in boxes and put big prices on them.
Yep.
People were coming there. These shoes are so this
The
and
quality is
that
amazing.
because of this, and they're all Payless shoes, bro. Like, you know, and it was just something that was really like, you know, eye opening to how, you know, how consumers think. You know what I'm saying? Just something costing more is actually more valuable, and it's really not, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's facts, man. No lie, man. I ain't gonna hold you. For real. So I got an interesting question. So, you know, in this world, you know, there's a lot of knockoff things, whether it's knockoff clothes. How do you feel about knockoff food? Now, for example, I'm gonna say, well, me and my girl were just saying this. They got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and then they got Toastos. So then they got real bananas. Then they got processed bananas. How does that, like, what's your, like, perception on just that? Like, what's your like, you know, and your preference as well, because again, you have run an organic food space. Like, what's your preference? Like, are you still getting nutrition, or like, just kind of speak on that too, just for the health and fashion point of view.
Smooth. That's a really good question. So from a health perspective, it's like, you know, eating like genetically modified foods can be dangerous to your body's immune system, you know, to your DNA, you know, it's carcinogenic, you know, meaning it causes cancer. And, you know, so eating, you know, fake foods is different. Now, eating genetically modified foods is different from eating fake brands of food, you know?
Right.
So if you got, you know, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and then you got the Resnick brand, the Cinnamon Squares, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch is, you know, $2.99, $3.99 a box, and then you got your Cinnamon Squares is $1.99 a box. You know,
That's true.
I'm like, go get that cinnamon square. You feel me? I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to pay for no label when I'm getting this. The product, it's the
That's
taste.
a fact. This is
That's
good.
what I'm going for.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man. But then with the fashion though, it's like, it's about, you know, compromise. You know, so when you do that with the food, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch versus the Cinnamon Squares, the Cinnamon Squares might be a little more crunchier. You feel me? They might not, you know, hit the same when that milk on. That milk, when you drink it, you like, what's this? You know? So you might be compromising something at the end of the day. Same thing with the clothes. You get you some, you know, some bootleg clothes. You know what I mean? This it might be a little tight on the stitching in the armpit. You know what I'm saying? You might have to keep pulling it down. You know what I'm saying? One of the bins in the Louis socks might be a little, you know, busted, so they slide it down into the shoe. You got to pull them socks up. You know, but those are the things you have to compromise. You know what I'm saying, for paying that lower price. Same thing with the bootleg movies. You used to go get the bootleg movie.
Facts.
And you got to see a little scratch on the screen.
See a little person?
You know, people start laughing. Somebody standing up in front of the camera. It happens. That it comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be grateful that you was able to watch that new movie at home. You know what I'm saying?
For real. That just got
So,
me in tears.
That's the real. You ain't lying, for real. Man. Has your love of fashion influenced the way you brand and design Be Healthy? Yeah, it has. So Be Healthy is
you know, all three locations, they like kind of all look the exact same, you know, and it all goes with the logo. So I made the logo first, and then because I'm in the coordination, so I made the logo, and then I made the store look like just like the logo with the wood grain. All of the stores got wood grain with white trimming, and then the red. The apples, the oranges, and the green apples. All over every store is the same way. You know what I'm saying? And on our Dewey Avenue store, I even got, you know, fake apples, oranges, and green apples up on the counter, a big basket of, you know what I'm saying, just because it, like, you know, it really hit homes with the design, you know. So my love for fashion, yeah, has definitely influenced me, and just the detail with the store, like, you know, having the green tapestry with the encased in the epoxy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then at the other store we have a ceiling garden. So I took wood and made like a plant bed in the ceiling, you know what I'm saying, and just, you know, stuff like that, man. So that's all inspiration of my, you know, passion and connection with fashion.
That's a good answer. And question, this is not on the list, but as you were talking, I thought of it. So I remember when you was describing earthly tones, like, do you have more earthly tones in your closet, considering that, or do you consider yourself being more of an earthly person? And when I mean that, just grounded, just calm, you know, when it comes to your fruits and like your veggies and the stuff that's just pure to you. How do you like define ways of how you adapt that to your lifestyle? And then also just about the earth tones, it's just a relation to your story. It represents you. So just kind of going to just description on like how, like, the description of how it represents you, if that makes sense. Yeah.
So in my closet, I do have more earth tone clothes than like brighter colors. I wear bright colors every now and again, but yeah, for the most part, it's gonna be, you know, colors like, you know, maybe secondary colors like, you know, and actually I was gonna say, but brown is like a third color, because, you know, a lot of people don't know, to get brown, which I'm sure you do know, to get brown, you got to have the green and the red, you know, and the green you get from the you know, blue and the yellows or whatever. But it's that, you know, that earthy, you know, tannish, brownish, you know, blackish, you know, green. Those colors really vibrate with my energy, and yeah, I'm a earthling, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a tree. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely you know, one that I love nature. I love, you know, outside. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yep.
Good response, bro. Good response. If Be Healthy had a clothing line itself, what would it be called, and what would its style be in the message that you portray? If Be Healthy had a clothing line.
If Be Healthy had a clothing line, the clothing line would be called Root Wear.
Okay. It's not for y'all.
You know what I'm saying? You might have to block this, right? Yeah, because this is
crazy. I like that.
Yeah. I thought about this before, but but it would be Root Wear, right? And we would for the most part sell undergarments, you know, socks, drawers, t-shirts, you know, bras, panties, and things like that, and they would be made from recycled clothing, and they would be made from hemp clothing, hemp and recycled, you know, and it would be to basically combat Hanes and Fruit of the Loom. The only undergarments that really have been reigning, black people wear Hanes and Fruit of the Looms. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Jordan started wearing the Hanes.
Come on, man. You know, so it's like, if we created, you know, underclothes, I think that's $1 billion industry, because everybody, you keep getting older, you know, socks. You can't wear the same socks forever, you know. So
Yeah, so it would be something like that, man. Yeah. I would lead the outer fashion to, you know what I'm saying, to more esteemed people, you feel me, like yourself. And I just go ahead and take that lane right there. Let me just get the underclothes.
That's a slam dunk, though.
Yo,
Like,
facts,
hold you.
right?
That's it. Because it's like, I mean, as you can see, like, fashion world, Kim Kardashian, I think that's what Kim Kardashian did, right? She got Skims. You know what I mean? So she's doing right under, just all underneath clothes and nothing like actual outer clothes. So, yeah, she did that. That was smart for her to do that. Yeah, and it's all earth tones, all skin tones. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's interesting. Yo, wasn't the Yeezy thing, what was that called?
Oh, the
Oh, man.
stem player.
The stem player.
Stem player.
But didn't he give her ownership in that too?
It wasn't all his. He was partnered with a company.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the company on the back.
Uh-huh.
That's the company he's partnered with.
Okay. Yeezy Tech Cano.
Yeah.
Stem players, yeah.
Stem player.
Yeah, but this just reminds me of her clothing, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
They probably collabed.
yeah.
They probably came together on that. Like, oh yeah, I
Yo.
don't know what time.
yeah.
He's like, yo, you gotta go to Earth Tone.
Yo. Nah, that's smooth, man.
Nah, for real. And yeah, so do you have any other passions besides food? Besides health and food? And if you do, you share them if you can.
So my passions are law, business, you know, and business development more so. So just like, scaling and just, understanding the intricacies of, all different types of industries. But also spirituality is big for me. Yeah, we closed, man. Yeah, bros ain't trying to hear that. Yeah, they don't care. But it's good, Yo, facts. But now I'm into music, man. Music I'm passionate about, and more so from like an executive production space with music. Man, I'm into so many things, man. You know what I mean? Stocks, crypto. I'm in a lot, man. So I'm just grateful to be open-minded and multifaceted. And yep.
That's crazy. One, I knew you did the executive music part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fire, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm into executive productions with music and film, and just the behind the scenes. So like, orchestrating, any visual production, so for instance, like in music, a lot of times these guys who do videos, they'll just like, record it and they're just like, rapping and they're, people are watching them going from different scenes rapping. And what I bring into music is having an idea and a concept to, videos. So where it's like it used to be where the video is like a movie and the person is like, whoa, this is really interesting. So this is something that I'm, working with artists to do now, is to make their videos and make all of their productions be more, full and have more entertainment to it. Yep.
I like that. That's fire. Yeah, remember that Dark Fantasy?
Oh yeah, with Kanye,
Video?
yeah.
Fallen Angel coming.
That John was crazy. That was one of the best concepts that he did. I think he had a lot of concepts.
It was the Phoenix fell, and then the Phoenix died, and he ended up, coming and that was deep, man.
Then he took her home, and then she ended up like just dancing in his crib as he's doing the beat. Like that boy cold. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, that was crazy. It was a whole movie. I think that was honestly my opinion. I think that was one of his best work. It's one of his best works. I mean, Graduation is definitely my favorite album, but as far as the work and the aesthetic, I think that was one of his Dark Fantasy was one of his best work. What it was like, he was coming out with some fire. And I love the album with the with Love Lockdown on it. A lot of people sleep on that. I love that whole album.
Yeah, that was 808.
808 Heartbreaks. That album's crazy.
Yeah,
a lot of people was like, oh nah, he lost it. Nah, he went to a whole new level.
He actually really you know, he really had made the whole auto tuning, like he really made that a really cool thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Because before it wasn't rap thing for auto tuning. Auto tuning been around, but it was more so singers would stretch their voices and things like that. And Ye did a whole album on auto tune, bro. Like, big ups, man. Big ups to Ye for that.
Yeah, man. We just and the 808s. Yeah, special shout out to Ye, man. I think we definitely talked about Ye a lot in this. He's been influential in many ways, for real, for real. Yeah, special shout out to Ye. And this is the last question, and then I'm probably gonna ask you about the other stuff that you do and what you have and what you're gonna be coming out with. But what advice you have for creatives looking to merge their passions into something bigger?
Advice that I have for creators looking to merge their passions into something bigger. I would say study, whatever you want to get into, whatever you want to, merge whatever you got going on with, learn the industry, learn, the people who have been successful in that, what I'm saying? Don't always try to just reinvent the wheel, what I'm saying? Watch what's already been successful, what I'm saying? And implement those strategies into what you're doing, and then allow for something new to be created as a result of proven strategies going together, what I'm saying? Opposed to saying, okay, you know what? These guys are riding down the street with wheels on their cars. Now we're gonna, with cars on the wheels, we're gonna put the wheels on top of the cars and create, and it's like, well, the car won't get far like that, what I'm saying? So it's very important to like study and like, okay, this is why, people are spending so much on marketing. Oh, this is why they do this before they do that. Why they have marketing campaigns. Oh, I get it. Yeah, but yeah, and two, don't let nobody tell you no, what I'm saying? And I don't mean don't let anybody tell you no, because people are going to tell you no and you have to accept that.
Exactly.
But don't let that no be it's over for you. If somebody tells you no, go to someone else, what I'm saying? Go somewhere else. Keep on going and keep on trying, man, because if you do, you'll get what you want.
True story. I love that, man, because I think when you get your first no, you automatically want to give up. But, I'm pretty sure, like, from you just going through your business and seeing it climb from, you said 2013 to 18, 13?
Yep, 18, we opened up the store.
Oh, open up, yeah, like, and I'm pretty sure, like, through the process, if you heard no, you still kept going. You still kept pushing, and, like, look where you at today. You own 3 stores that advocate good health for all people, not just black people. But us as black people need to be more intentional with what we eating. But you know what I'm saying, I love mac and cheese, but it's you know what I'm saying. He said me too, man, for real. But we gotta balance our diet out, and it's really important to have that. So is there any other businesses, people, mentions, friends that you would like to shout out here right now?
Man, so many people. I start by sending a shout out to Smooth Goods and Services, to Fruits of Your Labor, right? And we're gonna send a shout out to Made by Mav, and the new what's the name they got going on. Let me see that they had, because I don't know if you was gonna be able to plug that in. Made by Mav and Nightfly Membership Club. Check them boys out, man. This is like you scan the hat and then you get the info, right? Yeah. This is very innovative, man. So shout out to the brothers, and I want to send a shout out to New Equity Enterprise, which is our company. We helping people to develop businesses, build business credit, and scale your company, so that you don't have a side business, you have a front business, and your business is going to be able to go forward into the future, and not, perpendicular. We want these businesses to be parallel, what I'm saying, going that way, man. Yeah, and I want to shout out Be Healthy Fresh Food Market. Right, got the shout out to Be Healthy, man. So Instagram. Instagram is Be Healthy 585, and Yeah, we be healthy everywhere. BHEALTHY. Yup.
Yeah, man. That's perfect, man. Well, we gonna wrap this one up, man. It was a pleasure, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Gratitude.
Yes, yes. And we will tap in with y'all smooth. Smooth. So, wait, smooth. Before you get in there, come in there, come in too. Real quick, I get smooth in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for real.
Gotta bring the too smooth in there, man.
This
Hold
was
on, I got you now, bro. We gonna get you up in there.
Oh yeah. Oh, all three of us. Yeah. Okay. We in here.
Yes, sir.
This is smooth, man. Nice vibes.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
You know?
Man, this was joy to watch. Like just hearing y'all talk. Yeah, and he was really into it. Like he's emotions, the movements, and like, yeah. People gonna love this, man.
Yeah, man.
Phenomenal, man.
It's gonna be fire because I like the whole, like, what bro was talking about.
Yeah.
The whole concept of it.
He had you tearing up, he had you crying, laughing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
dude, have you roll that?
Yeah.
Like, yo, you too funny,
That joint's
bro.
phenomenal, man.
Yeah, for real.
Man.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, it was definitely heat, though.
Yeah, I was behind the scenes with it, you know. Like the iPhone had got full. We had to switch over to the GoPro, and then our mic's working good now, so it's all good, man. Production. Yeah. Smooth Productions. That's what it's about.
Yep.
And you got your.
Yeah, my lady. You know what I'm saying? My lady over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, come in. You know, say a little something.
Nice pieces you got too.
I said, well, yeah, she do got some pieces. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, man. But we out, man. Peace. Peace.